Okay, I want you to use this video to check your notes and to make sure that you have everything that you need written. Remember, if you don't have something written that I have written, please write it down. If you have something similar, I'm good with that, as long as it makes sense on your paper and you know what you're talking about. Let's start with how did the moon form? The moon formed about 4.5 billion years ago when a rock collided with Earth. Remember, we always capitalize Earth. A piece of the rock broke off and combined with other rocks in space to form the moon. Over on what does the moon look like? It is a sphere that orbits the Earth. The moon is about 2,149 miles in diameter. That means if you measured from this side of the moon all the way around back to this point, the moon is going to be about 2,149 miles. The surface contains craters and dark spots of lava. We've talked about all this before. Over on the bottom, what does the moon do? It affects the tides. That means when the ocean's waters are coming in and out, those are the tides. It affects that. And Earth's rotation gives the Earth's rotation gives us light at night. So when the Earth is covering up different parts of the moon, it's going to give us different amounts of light. Let's look at what is it like on the moon. Remember, you can pause this video at any time just so that you get all your stuff done. The moon has no atmosphere, no weather, no water. It has about 1/6 the gravity of Earth, which is why we like to say that you can almost float on the moon. Also, it has no oxygen. Last part we want to go over are the moon phases. Unfortunately, the only thing I don't like about this paper is that the ones we're going to talk about are on the opposite sides, but we'll make do. We're going to start with new moon. I can't move the paper. New moon is completely dark. We have waxing crescent next. Notice that it's going in the circle. Remember, if you have any of these wrong, go ahead, pause the video, change it, and get back in when you're ready. Waxing crescent just means the moon looks like it's growing. It means the light, and I'm going to use this one as an example. This is waxing gibbous, though. The light looks like it's shining more and more on the moon each day. This is our first quarter or half moon. We don't call it a half moon usually because we have two of them down here, and that can get pretty confusing. So we're going to call this one first quarter. In fact, I'm just going to write it right there. First Q. Shaking a little bit on my bad. And then our last one on the side is going to be waxing gibbous, which we saw a minute ago. The moon is almost completely illuminated. Also, it looks kind of like it has a big belly. We're going to go on over to full moon, which will be the one that looks like it's completely illuminated. I'm trying to find my finger. There we go. Full moon is completely illuminated. You notice I spelled completely wrong, but you guys know me. Then we have waning gibbous. Waning just means that it looks like the light is going away. We have last quarter or third quarter. Once again, we don't like to call it a half moon, but I did write it for some of those who might need it. And then waning crescent will be our last one right here. Waning crescent just means that the light is almost completely gone and it's about to be a new moon. Once you have this done, I want you to write in your summary, tell me about the different moon phases. Tell me how long it takes for the moon to go through the lunar cycle. All that should be in your notes. Also, you can rewatch the video if you don't want to read your notes. That is fine with me. Just so that I know that you guys made it to the end of the video, I want you to write the word bubblegum on the bottom right-hand corner of your paper and come show it to me. If you can't spell bubblegum, it's B-U-B-B-L-E-G-U-M.